Hi students, let's go ahead and talk about positions of transitions. So in this lesson, we've mostly learned that these transitions can come maybe at the beginning of a sentence, followed by a comma, or a transition can go in between two independent clauses with a semicolon and a comma. However, connectors can also appear in other parts of a sentence and convey or communicate different meanings. The most common transitions in other places include therefore, thus, and however. So let's go ahead and take a moment to look at an example sentence with a transition in the middle of one independent clause. So children learn better behavior through nonviolent example. Teachers, therefore, should also model this in their classroom discipline. Let's take a look at another one. Some secondary teachers in my school want to use corporal punishment. They are, comma, however, comma, in the minority. So let's take a closer look at these two sentences here. So a transition can come right after the subject in a sentence. And what is happening there is that the subject is receiving more emphasis and it is considered more important than the transition word or the idea of result here in this sentence. And it is usually used to contrast an idea in the first sentence. So that is one way that you can use a transition really in sort of the middle of an independent clause. Let's take a look at the second one here. So you can use a transition also after a be verb. Now, in this case, the subject, they, refers to the same thing as in the previous sentence. And so it's just a different way of expressing or using transitions. And in the sentence, by using the transition in this way, you're giving actually more emphasis or more focus to the subject here and helping the readers make the connection between the subject in this sentence and also the subject in this sentence, which happens to be the same. So, in this exercise here, what I would like you to do is take a look at these sentences and consider how and why is the transition being used here in the sentence. So read the sentences to yourself and consider how the transition actually increases the influence of the subject in the sentence here. All